Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of Warships. Today it's one of my replays, and I'm in the Kurfürst, a tier 10 German battleship. I'm on the map hotspot in a 4-point domination game. It's a tier 10 battle, rather mild one though, and it's tier 8 carry. No subs, which I'm happy about. Now first things first, you might have expected the Project Wrecked today, and the reason that's not happening is because we have the replay bug, which I suppose most people have heard about. Well, basically, replays can currently be full of malware, and that means accepting replays from strangers is a very bad idea currently. Now, there are some people that I'd trust to not send me contaminated replays, but overall, I just don't have enough material right now to make a video. Now, this bug is hopefully going to be fixed next patch. We'll see, but unfortunately for now, I don't have enough content that I trust to make a project right. And the next will come out once that changes, which I cannot tell you when it is. Obviously, I have my own replays, but without getting enough material from other people, it might take a while. Anyway, let's get back to this battle. So we have a set in here that has pushed rather aggressively. Usually you see ships like using this island as cover because you can still hydro the entire thing. I suppose the set just wanted to be able to shoot as well. Now the set forced Viper to flee for now, but it also means the set took quite a bit of damage in the process. Now, I could try to go in there and hunt the set with my Hydro, and it's somewhat tempting, but there is still an Alaska, an Azuma, a Bismarck, and potentially more here. So I'm going for the more sane choice and not just charging into cap. At least not yet. And considering that there are a lot of torps coming my way, that might just be a very sane choice indeed. So it looks like, is this like a 20-kilometer shimmer that's torping from the center? It almost looks like it, right? So I might have been cross-torped between like the set and some shimmer torps there. Meanwhile, our team is inside the decap, and seems to be going reasonably well. We have quite a few ships here on this side, although they are not as interested in fighting the enemy as one would like. Now, the enemy Bismarck has been lost, which means there is an Azuma and Alaska and the set still here, and it looks like those are actually their only forces for now. The Shimmer is still in the center. It has pushed through. I mean, there could still be torps coming my way from there, I guess. But it looks like the Shimmer now has a different goal, right? If the Shimmer is going after the Iowa and so on, I should now be able to push in there without getting torped from my side. And with the carrier having an interest in that, maybe they can even sink that Shimmer. Indeed, that's what just happened. Now this means I only have to worry about the set as far as torpedoes are concerned. For now, I've got the Alaska in my sights here. Secondaries are doing a good job. The Alaska is trying to reverse, but that also means I might get a bit more broadside to shoot at the way he's sailing. Unfortunately, I think the Alaska will make it into concealment before I can sink it. Now, I don't have Hydro. That's a shame, because Hydro would be really interesting right now. I don't know where the set is. Basically, the set could be just around this island, and I wouldn't know. So I'm launching a plane. The plane is spotting the Azuma, but it doesn't tell me anything about the set. I'm not detected, so the set's not in front of me. Viper finished off the Alaska. That's good news. So I've decided to go for it. So I know the set's not in the camp. I know it's not in this area because otherwise it would detect me, but it could just be right around this island. Now the good news is a set's torpedoes don't hurt that much, but eating all of them is still gonna hurt a lot. But I've decided to go for it. I almost am tired. Now the same choice would probably be to just wait until the Hydro is ready. I suppose I'm a bit impatient. The Azuma here is full broadside, so Oh, I'm even getting citadels. Well, that's a death strike and a close quarters. It looks like. That's nice. So, Asuma has been dealt with. Now I really should be hydroing here. And I am right now. The good news is the sinking Asuma has blocked one of the torpedoes. The bad news is it's only blocked one of the torpedoes. But we're back to the whole set torpedoes don't hurt that hard. Yeah, I'm gonna take all 3 of those, but maybe I can dodge second salvo. Gotta repair the damaged steering, I suppose. But yeah, I'm dodging a second salvo. Now it looks like the enemy team is engaging me from the other side of the map. It's probably this Musashi over there. So the enemy is Control D. But we are doing very well here on ships. I would really like to cap, but I'm spotted. Now the set has given itself away here, probably just trying to get an interrupt in and then disappear behind the island. Of course it's not disappearing behind the island because there is a Halland in front of it that keeps it spotted as long as it fires its guns. Now the set is getting closer to the island, which will, well, lead him right into my hydro. So the set has no way of disappearing right now. It looks like it now has realized that it's getting hydroed by me and is trying to get away. But there is still the Halland. I hope the Halland can finish off that set. That would be very beneficial for us. Also very beneficial for the Halland if it doesn't have to worry about the set charging it. Okay, the set's in concealment again. I'm trying to go maybe a little bit more towards the left. If I push here towards B, I can catch it. Okay, it's detected anyway. I'm not sure if the set has smoked there or not. I mean, now it's dead anyway. But if it had smoked here, I could have just pushed in and forced it out of the smoke and therefore into the Halland spotting. That was sort of my plan. But that set aside, I have a Musashi to deal with. A Musashi that is lovely showing broadside and got 2 citadels as a gift. Now I can heal a little bit more here. And I'm just gonna keep pushing that Musashi. Now there is a full health Yamato in the bank that I probably hasn't moved a lot in this entire game yet. Maybe it will at some point. So the good news is we're doing very well on ships here. Gonna use my rear guns on the Edinburgh because why not? And this Musashi is gonna go down very shortly. Might even be able to get some more citadels, but at this point it's not like they are needed. Still, I got one. I'm gonna damage content 2 fires. It's unlikely that another ship is gonna set 2 fires anytime soon. This Yamato isn't moving an awful lot, but I think it's still moving slightly forward, right? And it's about time I start angling against the Yamato. And I wanted to use my rear guns, and obviously I have very bad rear angles. Meanwhile, the carrier is gonna drop me, probably set me on fire. Not that I have a damage con ready. Or maybe the carrier just misses. I can live with that. I can most certainly live with that. Now the Yamato is finally in secondary range. Which is good news because my main guns haven't really done an awful lot so far against him. At this point there really isn't anything left to do other than keep charging and see how much damage we can do before this is all over. The good news is, against the Yamato, well, it can't overmatch my nose. I have a Yamato-proof nose. Obviously I'm not completely nose in because I want to use my secondaries. While I could minimize the damage by angling a bit more, at this point it's mostly just getting as much damage as I can before this is over. I mean, I'm not willing to go full broadside to use my rear guns. Still have to keep some sanity here. Now I'm hoping that I'm getting some cheek shots, although the Yamato is getting farmed a lot, so it might not even survive for me to get in position for that. The carrier is coming back to get some more hits into me. And he sets a double fire, but I had a damage con ready again. Yeah, I think this might actually work here with the cheeks. Let's see. And that's a citadel. Didn't quite finish off the Yamato myself, but I got myself a high caliber, which is always lovely. There are 3 enemies remaining. It's a Friedrich, a very healthy Friedrich that probably should have engaged something a lot sooner. And the carrier is coming back. Now I'm almost to another heal, although this game is probably... Like, the only way this game is gonna go on much longer is if we lose a ship. And if we lose a ship, it's most likely... Oh, it's over. Well, the enemy got pretty crushed in this one. We didn't even lose a single ship. So yeah, it wasn't exciting in that regard, but it featured some lovely brawling, and when you can just go for it in a Kurfürst, it's always fun, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed just some Kurfürst secondary action, and I'll see you guys next time.